Hey guys, it's the Reaper here. So, got kind of a channel update vlog thing for you all. Essentially, the summary of this whole video is going to be the number of views this particular video gets is how many subscribers I have. Let me elaborate. I've come to the realization slash decision that I need to move on from Warframe. And I don't mean like dump the game completely and never touch it again or make a video about it again. I'm still going to cover major updates and all that kind of stuff, but Warframe has kind of reached a point for me and my channel to the point where it's actually doing more harm than good. The more of the Warframe community I build, the less of my community I develop. I'm essentially not so much making my own community with my own channel, I'm more so just making the Warframe community more aware of my channel's presence. And there's a very strong distinction between the two. I've made jokes about it before over and over again about how I have so many Warframe purists who only watch Warframe content and nothing else, and everyone's allowed to watch what they want to watch. No one has to watch a set variety that people put for them. Everyone can do what they want to do. But that doesn't mean I can only produce what other people want me to produce. One of the main issues I keep running into now basically is that Warframe just doesn't produce enough content for me to keep the channel running. I'm not like other YouTubers that can just do YouTube and their side jobs on the side because I don't have a side job. For anyone who's never watched the vlog or anything before, getting a job in my area, my town, it's not just a simple thing you can do. I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like, the only people getting employed are people with either master's degrees working at McDonald's or old men looking for jobs because they got nothing else to do with their lives. Not in like a demeaning sense, but as in like there's nothing to do here besides work. So, me being me, I'm very serious about making YouTube a working thing because otherwise I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to live to find a living at this point. And that's not a terrible thing. I mean, the first thing I tried doing when I graduated from college was find a job somewhere in like Dallas or Lubbock or something, but look where that got me. One of the main issues I keep running into today is that Warframe just simply doesn't produce enough good content for me to make consecutive videos with. Sure, I can make a video reviewing every little weapon and mod that comes out, but I don't want to be just another weapon review channel. And that's kind of the main thing of Warframe channels these days, that you don't really have I don't want to say you don't have a personality, but it's like you don't really have a character besides being the X channel that does the X thing with Warframe. iFlynn, Brozyme, Tentacle Potato, they're all just the weapon review guys. Me, Life of Rio, sort of dated few nowadays. I don't even know if he still has Warframe installed. Meme Stage, we're the Warframe critique guys. Like, people, I don't want to say all of the Warframe community, but the vast majority of the Warframe community don't really watch YouTubers for the YouTuber. They watch it for the content that they're producing. Which I know kind of sounds like a, well, no shit sort of thing, but what I'm trying to get at is like, people don't watch the person, they just want to watch what the person's covering. And that can really hurt a channel because essentially the second you do anything else, they die. That's the best way to put it. Do you all remember the YouTuber MCIK, I believe was his name? I'll put a picture up in the After Effects. The second that guy broke away from Warframe, his channel virtually died. And I'm not saying this, I'm trying not to be like mean about it, but like the sudden just dumping of the thing that built his channel, like it's no surprise this whole thing just fell apart. And it's sad because he made some really good videos. He made a lot of really funny videos after, the moving on from Warframe. But unfortunately, the audience retention for his videos was just demolished because anyone that subscribed to him just wanted to subscribe for Warframe content. So, where am I getting with all this? Basically, I want to move on from Warframe. Not dump it, like, again, because I'm well aware if I just dump Warframe, that's the end of the channel, but you're going to be seeing a lot of not Warframe content. And if you're just here for Warframe content, if you want nothing but Warframe content, if you live and breathe and drink Warframe, go away. I mean, Again, not to sound rude or mean, like that's just the way it is now, essentially. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care about Warframe enough anymore to just do purely Warframe. I'm getting so sick of saying that word. I don't care about what's happening anymore these days. And I don't mean like in a sense like I don't care, go ahead and take back my partnership and all that, but it's more so every time an update comes out, it's just an update. It comes out, I get a impression on it. I might do a video about it, and then that's it. Like, I'll give out my impression, I'll see to it, but, all these last updates for the entirety of 2018 was just so lackluster besides the sacrifice quest, that it's basically... the game has just become a giant meh to me. And, it is mostly just me, I can see that, I can understand that. People are religiously playing this game still, even the people have nothing to do, still have fun just pacing back and forth around their ship. And you know what? You do you. That's cool. You get hours of entertainment just petting your Kubro. I'm not gonna stop you. But essentially, I can't just pretend to give a shit anymore at this point. I've never made a video that I didn't care about. I made sure to never do that. I never forced myself. I take that back. I did used to when I first got partnered, but I never try to force myself into a certain personality or emotion for a certain topic because I feel it's needed. If I just don't care about something, I don't bother with it. And for example, the spider boss fight that came out with Fortuna, you want my quick review on it, it's lame. It's fun, it's a fun fight if it was just a spider, but because you spend so much time just fighting off the mobs and waves and waves and waves of mobs coming after you, it's just annoying. That's the fight in a nutshell. It's annoying, and the rewards are so freaking useless. It's like, why do I want debt bonds at max rank? I spent 3 weeks grinding standing to get to the max rank, and my reward is just more stuff to get more standing with. And especially if you reach your standing cap, it's like there's especially no point in doing this boss fight anymore. So I can't even say the spider boss fight is Eidolon's part 2 because it's more like Eidolon's 0.5. It's bad. The way things are looking right now with Warframe, based off what I can tell from what the devs are saying, what's going on in the NDAs and all that kind of stuff that I can't, disclose for obvious reasons, there's not a whole lot going on until probably TennoCon. We're looking at the 3 main things this year is going to be plausible, new open world, we don't know yet, Railjack, Melee 2.0, 3.0, and I'm sure some couple other things. Those are the only things that caught my attention. Railjack is going to be fun, but depending on what they do with it, and of course the rewards and the scaling and the usual things that's always a problem with this game, Railjack could be really fun or another dead meme in a week. Melee 3.0, that's going to be interesting to get to see all the new stuff, see if they really made innovative changes to the melee system or not. But again, Melee 3.0 is going to be like Parkour 2.0. It's going to be something we're all going to get used to pretty quickly. And a possible... oh, the new war, that's what I'm thinking of. The new war, that's going to be another really cool story quest, because the story quests are always good. I've yet to, besides maybe Second Dream could have been a little bit better, there's yet to be a terrible story quest that just sucked. So unless New War wants to try to break that ground, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. Main problem is, it's probably only going to be like 30 minutes long, again. Unless they want to break the mold of actually making a story quest that isn't going to just take an hour to kill, it's just going to be that. And all this is going to be in the span of a year. A whole year to do these 4 or 5 things, besides whatever mini stuff they put in between. And that's just kind of what I'm getting at, is that I can't keep a channel alive on a game that doesn't know how to keep itself alive at this point. So, essentially, I want to know what you guys want to see from this channel. Anyone who's watching this, because I'm not going to put Warframe in the title, I'm not going to put Warframe in the thumbnail. Anyone who's probably watching this is watching me, our channel. I call this our channel because you guys are the ones making this whole thing possible. But I want to see what you guys want to see from my channel. I want to introduce new games, new reviews. I really want to get into reviews because that seems like something more my criteria, I guess you can say. Something I also kind of want to dabble in is either playthroughs, just to kind of see how that goes. At the time of recording this video, I'm actually recording myself playing with my buddy Bear. You see him around, he's a mod on the Discord, which you all should join, by the way. I'm gonna put that all together, probably make a highlights video out of that. It should be pretty funny, because there's a lot of funny moments that we keep running into. And that's been something that's just kind of fun to do, because it's just something different. But I want you all to see my interpretation of Anthem when that comes out, because that's looking interesting. There's some hiccups here and there with development now and then, but it's still looking pretty positive, so can't wait to see with that. We have the new Sakurai game coming out, which is going to be like Samurai Dark Souls, sort of. And we're also looking forward to Doom 2. That's looking like a really fun game, if assuming Bethesda doesn't have another stroke mid-development. But overall, I just want to know what you guys want to see more of as far as types of videos. Do you want to see more reviews, more playthroughs, more highlight videos, more memes? Just something, because again, I'm not cutting Warframe out of the bloodstream completely. Like, you won't even really see a dip in Warframe continuity, because again, I only upload videos that pertain to something important that's happening in the game. So yeah, the upload schedule should probably remain untouched as far as Warframe goes. But in the meantime, I want to make more videos more often of something I actually start to give a shit about these days, because yeah, without sounding like a broken record, I can't make up things for Warframe anymore at this point. I can talk about the new mods, I can talk about the new weapons, it's all the same thing. It's all the same shit. Same shit, different skin. That's Warframe in a nutshell. They can fix it, they can make it better, there's a whole lot of room for improvement, but at this point, I just can't keep waiting for them to actually improve. So, yeah. But that's just kind of the plan. That's kind of the New Year's resolution I got going on. I want to make this channel my channel. I want to make my community my community, not Warframe community, you know. I want to make the Reaper Hunter community, not the Warframe that knows Reaper Hunter community. And if all goes well, we might have something really cool going on here. If not, well, at least we can say we tried, because one of the main things, and I'm almost done with this video, don't worry. One of the main things I've made a point about is, if there's ever a point where I'm just so demotivated to make a video that I don't even want to turn on my computer, I just quit this whole thing and just go work at Quiznos, like everyone else my age is doing these days. Because I've had negative motivation to do anything for Warframe at this point. I've made my critique videos, I've put in my feedback. I try to talk to DE as far as feedback goes in their Discord channel and all that. You don't know what's falling on deaf ears or what they're actually taking into consideration. I mean, at this point, I don't even know if the devs even like me, and at this point, I don't even know if I care anymore at this point. I don't know. I don't know where Warframe is going anymore at this point. That's kind of the main problem. It's like, I'm starting to see Warframe as a sinking ship, and I have to find the life raft before it's too late. So yeah, that's kind of just the roadmap we're going to do for the year, because I know I kept saying over and over again, I'm going to branch out, I'm going to branch out, I'm going to branch out. Well, I'm going to make that a point to actually do now, because I have to at this point. The channel has to move on from Warframe at this point. Maybe not. Maybe one day it'll get to the point where I can maybe one day, and this is like the most optimum thing, I upload a Warframe video and it does worse than my variety content stuff, because that would be really cool, because that means people aren't just watching one thing anymore. That means people are actually watching what I'm putting out based on what it is. So yeah, once again, just leave in the comments what you guys would want to see. Highlights, playthroughs, reviews, all the above. I'm up for ideas. It's a new year. new year, new channel kind of thing. And yeah, because if we don't make it, if nothing significant happens this year, then I'm just gonna be blunt. I don't really see this lasting any much longer than 2019. But let's see what happens.